Clearborough, North Dallas. 2016 Ferrari GTB. Originally gloss paint. Took all the PPF that was on the full front off very successfully, and then did a heavy cleanup. Decon, and then a correction like no other. And then we did the stealth wrap. It's the XPEL stealth film. So it's got a satin or matte wrap, as people would see. So let's take a look and see what we got here. That trunk is partially open, so normally it doesn't have a gap like that. So let's take a look. So first we're gonna look at our hood, and we're gonna look at how perfect that film lays out. No issues with adhesive marks. It does have, car has very low mileage. I think it's less than 10,000. It has a couple little impacts from rocks you can pick up through the film, like little specks, but you don't notice it unless you're within 2 inches of the car. Nothing major. The car's in fantastic shape. The owner of this car doesn't drive it very much. They admire it more than anything, and it's very well taken care of. And she would love to have her car done in stealth, but had a hard time finding companies that would wrap all these edges in, all these corners. Nobody wanted to do all that. I have no problem doing it. Sure, it takes a lot of patience and time, and more patience. These cars, you know, they're tricky. Sometimes things cooperate, sometimes they don't. But it does take, these take a little bit longer than most. Coming up around all this is not, see, these are some hits from rocks, but not a big deal at all. It's expected when you got a car, even if it had less than 1,000 miles like this. They're so low, and the way the airfoil goes around them, it just happens. I mean, the detail of this is everything's all wrapped in from this cap in. I mean, perfectly done. This little piece, instead of going over it, that's its own section of PPF. Everything perfectly goes in here. I mean, I really took the time to make sure all this came back. These emblems, everything, you can't take those out. Well, you can, but I'm not taking the car apart. All this custom done. All this I did all by custom. Everything nicely, no gapping. We even did these moldings. I got all this in perfect. And then down here in this scoop area, so this was one of the biggest concerns by the owner. Most places, if you look at the standard package, it has a seam or something that runs here. So you'd have a gloss stripe on top. All this is in one piece. And then there's a big cutout here. So all this here goes in nicely and just looks fantastic. And then coming around here, all this gas cap door fully wrapped in inside the car. And all the way down below, all the doors, everything just looks great. Everything's fantastic. Coming around the tail, one of the things I'm real proud of is the horsey. So it took me he doesn't come off very easy. So it took me time to get him, get all the fuzz off, to get him perfect. Or she, I don't know what kind of horse it is. And here we go, that's a tribute to Kobe Bryant. And everything just looks fantastic. So there it is, stealth wrap, 488 GTB 2016, looking fantastic. Overall, car looks perfect. I think she's going to be happy with it. We're going to get some windshield film on there in a second. The Dynaflex by S-Tech for the windshield protection. Other than that, everything's done on this car, ceramic coated, and I think this young lady will be happy for a while to come until she gets her next one. So Clearborough, NorthDallas.com. If you have any questions, I'm Brent, and you can reach me at 940-703-8301. You can also text there if you like. Be nice, and feel free to comment. Keep those clean as well. And that's about it, folks. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching.